What's up, everybody? Welcome to the next episode in our Borderlands 2 series. In this episode, we're going to be attempting Raiders of the Last boss again. At the end of the last episode, we attempted to do this boss, but we kind of got absolutely stomped. Morgan the Legend got beat first. I only died because he died first. So without further ado, let's hop onto the comms and join Morgan the Legend and see if we can beat it this time. Alrighty, let's head on down. If we get destroyed in this one, I just don't know what to do. So I think the boom one, the one that was weak before, that has the lowest health. So that's probably the one we should try to, you know, riggedy wreck.
Oh, yeah, I think it's because he's slagged.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if we wreck him first, and we can just call out another to go for next.
360 no scope. Alright, here we go. And here we go. Say hello to my little friend. Oh man. Someone's getting absolutely slapped. This is so much different than yesterday!
Slapshot.
Alright, he's dead. The incinerary one. Oh, he's invincible at the moment. Ow. Shoot him in his bum. How's he still invincible? Oh, hey, the ground's changing.
No invincible anymore. Oh.
He's dead. He is straight up out of here. Alright, corrosive probably next. I think I just like nearly two-tapped him. Alright, he's done. It is just the last one. Oh, he turned into a little dragon. Slag him. Alright. Welcome to the show. Everything is awesome. Should just farm this to get some iridium.
I mean, I guess I'm almost in. Jesus.
Yeah, what are you gonna say?
I was gonna say I'm like almost in profit, and then like more just exploded out of the ground. I'm like, oh, okay, fair.
Oh, I'm definitely in profit. I'm up to like 66. I had 18 after I tributed. Just doesn't seem to end.
Yeah, I had 8, and I'm up to 67.
79, 83. We'll stack here. That looks like it's pretty much everything.
More stacks over here.
More stacks. This game thought it had us beat. Ain't no one sneakier than I am. Alright, let's go turn this old little sucker in. Son of a gun.
Got some health here.
Are these all mimics?
Is cool when you're part of a team. Yep.
I mean, I do want more iridium. Nearly got 100. Too many mimics. Alright, let's get out of here. Ooh, 4 stack.
One day we should do this again, but play as different classes.
Do a Borderlands 2 playthrough.
Not even necessarily all of it. But...
You know, someone was asking me if I was going to do any more, and I said I'd stream it, but Yeah, I feel like you should be the harder class next time.
I want to play Zero next time.
Zero's the easiest class.
He's squishy as fuck.
I think I'd play Salvatore, I reckon. The thing is achievement wise and just like to do something, I've never played Zero. So I feel like I should be Zero. Or hear me out here, double Zero build.
I mean, I do. Well, what makes me think of that is I do have 2 Zero legendary class mods on
Oh
me.
my god, you're already thinking about cheating.
That's
We haven't even started, and you're just like, yeah, I got these 2 mods.
I'd give you one. You can have the Slayer Terramorphosis one.
You sure I can't have the other one?
Yeah.
So it sounds like you know one's better than the other.
Well, one's the legendary sniper, and that's yeah.
But you're terrible at sniping.
There's only one way to get better.
That's true. I can't fault you there.
Alright, come.
Man, I played I played this controller so hard during these fights that my buttons are coming undone. Like the grip on my button has peeled off. Damn. Warm. Yo, you here?
I'm coming. I was opening chests.
Yeah, I knew you'd stop at some kind of menu.
I wasn't at a menu. I was in chests.
How far away are you? Just coming up now?
Yeah.
I can't believe this came undone. That's kind of wild. Good thing it's an Elite controller and I can just change it. I don't even like the sticks that are on it. In fact, I would have a spare controller right here. Mad Flex, 2 Elite controllers. Alright.
Sure.
Yeah, look at it. Just like peeled off. Just the whole grip. Huh. I've never had that happen before with an Elite controller. I've definitely had some issues though. Like with the right bumper. Actually, the grip on like at the bottom of the controller on my last one broke. For the price of the damn thing, you'd expect better. But that's just not Microsoft. I'm pretty sure I've beaten the dragons before. But I believe that's our last mission for Tiny Tina. I know we've got a lot of exclamation marks on the map, but that's just because we're punks. So Headhunters, true or normal?
I feel like there's no raid. The raid bosses in the Headhunters.
I don't think so. I think the Headhunter is literally you just go there and it's the Headhunter.
In that case, I'd say true, because it would just be like a regular boss, not like raid boss.
You sure about that?
No, not at all.
We can give it a try. Bear with me, folks. Okay, let's go to Gluttony Gulch. I have no idea what's here. Is it just like going for a boss, or is there like side missions and stuff?
I think there's missions.
Man, there's no way. I thought these Headhunter missions were just you spawn here, you like run over there. Like there's like a primary mission, but the primary mission culminates in the boss, and that's it. There's so much content.
Okay, maybe this one is
Different?
like that. I know, well, because I know there's like speedrunners use the
So like level. The snowman.
yeah, the snowman one.
Maybe this is just like an intro. Talking about hair, bud.
No! I'm done talking to you! Your grasp on body politics is lacking at best! Oh, looks like we're out of time! We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor!
Torg's such a ledge.
Get over here so I
Who's this guy? Torg's mom? Oh, it's Grandma.
secret!
Yeah, I know there's a mission involving her, I know. You have to like listen to her rattle on about her stories.
So there are missions.
Directors made the Gobbler unbeatable, so it eat all the contestants and get us a bunch of hits on the EchoNet. But I don't want you to die, cause you're cool, and oh crap, I'm not whispering anymore, my bad! You gotta get into the kitchen and kill everybody and poison the Gobbler's food. Once the poison takes effect, you can kill him. Also, I want him dead so I can eat him! He looks delicious!
God, he's so weird.
And we're back! The Vault Hunter's in
Oh,
the
okay.
kitchen, but today there's a new item on the menu. Murder! Vault Hunter, kill the shit!
Oh, now we got a kill. Man, they died heaps. They're only level 38. Shouldn't they be higher, or is this just because it's a headhunter mission? I swear I moved it back to
have-
True Vault.
No idea. Scooter Ramsey.
Todd Smith here, president of the Torg Corporation. You do well to ignore Torg's instructions if you wish to stay alive.
With the chef's dead, we can prepare our own meal for the Gobbler! Get to the freezer!
Yeah, this is definitely True Vault Hunter mode. I mean, I'm not going to argue with it. If it's True Vault Hunter mode, it's True Vault Hunter mode.
Oh no. Easy.
Yeah, right?
Bang.
Remote lock-picking program!
We do not allow contestants in the meat locker. Leave at once.
We gotta choose some meat for the Gobbler's meal. Tommy tastiest looking scat corpses. This is totally gonna get me fired.
Oh, no way I didn't reach that.
Don't like it. Tributes, get the Vault Hunter out of my kitchen.
Turn deployed!
Wait, hold that.
Dignity! Those dudes didn't stand a chance. You almost feel bad for them, but then you start laughing because you now to grind up the meat. Get to the kitchen.
Torg, as president, I demand to know why the hell the Vault Hunter is running around backstage.
Just trying to mix things up.
Your job is not to mix things up. Your job is to flex your muscles and do air guitar solos.
Words can hurt.
This gives me like Stuff Man getting fired vibes.
Grind, grind, grind.
We're nearly done preparing the Gobbler's meal.
Ew.
With the meat prepared, we only need one more ingredient. Deadly poison. Head to the Stabber Jabber nests.
The Stabber Jabber nests.
What in the Lord Jesus Christ is a Stabber Jabber?
This door remotely with
Oh, you didn't know?
sight.
I am, how you say,
Torg created his
Never mind.
explosive gun tech, then sold it to us for $12 and a high five. We kept him on purely for PR reasons. But you both out.
I mean, these don't seem too bad. Must have been just like a little event mission. Who's this guy? Is this like a Hunger Games type thing?
Maybe. I only watched one of those.
Yeah, you're so edgy not watching popular things.
You got other stuff to do.
The first 2 Hunger Games were great. After that, they kind of got weird.
The only reason I watched the first one is because you put it on.
Did I?
Yeah,
I don't remember this.
I do.
Ah, stabber jabbers! Quit your jibber jabber.
Dabba jabba.
Badass stabber jabber.
Quit your daydreaming, melon head.
Cool story, bro.
Let's bounce.
Now pop 'em into the gobbler's dinner, and you'll be ready to fight 'em. Why do you insist on being a moron, Torg? This is why you lost a controlling share of your own company. I knew I should have killed you when I had the chance. Now add the poison glands to the marination vat. Hit that button to marinate the out of that meal.
Marinade.
Almost ready. Let's get cooking. Start the conveyor of cookery.
Oh. It's like bacon.
You've gone off script one too many times.
Oh, we gotta defend.
Bacon.
Cancelled. Chefs, shut down that oven. We can't stop now. Protect the oven.
Yeah, I'm sure this is gonna be really tough with our one-hit wonders. You know what? To be fair, after some of the bosses we've fought, I feel like we've earned it. I would love to know how many times we died throughout this whole series. I reckon it's got to be close to 100 combined. Yeah.
Jesus.
Especially before I found like a good build for my guy. I was just dropping it like it was hot.
Yeah, before you got your build and I got the long range as was probably a very tough time.
You gotta start the oven back up.
I don't even remember these coming out. Like, I've never done this before. Have you?
Yeah, I have.
You've done all of the headhunters before?
I have done. I think I have gone through them all. Some of them I don't remember. Like, I think I've done them like once though. I don't do them every time.
I'm pretty sure I've done the Christmas one. But I don't think I've
Yeah.
done them all. I know I haven't done this.
I've done this one. This is how I know about like speaking to Granny. I've definitely done the Christmas one. I've done the one when you're on the beach.
I think
which
there's
I
only
think
5.
That's the Son of Cormorant's one.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
My mouth is watering so much you could drown a small village in
Oh, it's made of pie.
taste. Apocalypse is upon us.
I assume we gotta fight whoever eats this, right?
Yes.
Knew it.
Kill that gobbler, Torg. It'll be your last meal. The board of directors and I can guarantee that.
I think we gotta be in it together. Move, sucker. I can't get in.
Maybe we're gonna be 1 and 2.
Maybe.
There, 2 of us.
You've done this before. Oh. I'm out. See ya. Nerd!
made the gobbler
Yeah, I'm gone.
so you
Like I said, like I think I've done this once.
attempts by other contestants, you were supposed to finally kill it on camera while wielding our most expensive guns. You would have looked like a hero. Why be a hero when you can eat one?
Can't even really move.
Are the dumbest person in the world. I paid several other contestants to kill you if the gobbler can't, Vault Hunter. You and Torg will pay for your idiocy.
Oh, this is gonna be a turret. Oh, it's a giant turkey!
Yeah. This is like a Thanksgiving thing.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Now just don't die until poison takes effect.
Oh, it's actually invincible. Cool. Oh, it's vulnerable! Ooh. Gobble, gobble. Explosions? Alright, well, that was something.
This is your last chance, Torg. Call this off, or you're out of the company. Whatever, I'll just work for Moxie and blow things up. Pro boner.
My grandma's a pretty big fan of yours. Could you go say hi to her?
Oh man, it's the Vault Hunter! You are awesome! Didn't you fight Terramorphous? I fought a big creature like that once. He was a big whale squid with 100 tentacles. You ever fought anything with tentacles? Oh, of course you have. Terramorphous had tentacles. How silly of me. Now, where was I?
I am so sorry.
All right, the whale creature. His name was Blowhole the Apocalypse. I called him the Apocalypse for short. And he attacked my hometown of Tsunami's Edge when I was but a little girl. You ever been to Tsunami's Edge? Great town, nice beaches, great food, and the cost of living is just so low. Even being a single grandmother and working part-time in a scat meat processing factory, I was still able to provide for little Mr. Torg. We may not have been able to afford the finer things in life, like food, but we got by. After all, Mr. Torg and I didn't have anything but one another after that horrible gas leak blew up the iridium mine, killing my son and his lovely wife. From that day onward, my little Mr. Torg vowed to conquer explosions themselves in an effort to avenge his fallen
They just
parents.
like straight up recolored her
Oh,
moustache.
man, I forgot what I was talking about.
Made
What
it
was
skin
Oh,
color.
right, the blowhole, the apocalypse. So anyway, I was
Lips,
wrestling
wasn't it?
blowhole to the ground, and I had my bicep curled around
Funny.
his blueberry throat. Blueberry? Sorry, I meant to say blubbery. I've got blueberries. on
That's
my
some
face.
Justice
I
League
love the
reshoots kind of
pineapple.
stuff there.
Torg helped me plant them. Thanks again for that, grandson.
I love you, Grandma.
Anyway, I have my bicep around his blubbery throat, and Mr. Torg starts crying because he really likes whale squids, and he doesn't want to see me hurt one.
They are the princes of the ocean.
So I let the whale go after giving it a punch in the eyeball so he'll remember me, and it swam away into the ocean. And then I had Mr. Torg drive me to the ice cream parlor. He got me Rocky Road, because Rocky Road's my favorite. I'm extremely partial to the way the marshmallows act like little landmines of flavor amidst the battleground of chocolate. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Is it pistachio? I bet it's pistachio. Oh, that
No,
reminds me, you'll never
like
guess who I
caramel.
saw today.
Of
Pistachio
cookies
the
cream, I like cookies
Amazing.
cream.
He's a magician who studied under Crazy Earl, so he's got that weird mustache, you know, but I saw him make a rack hive disappear. A whole rack hive! I said to Mr. Torg, Mr. Torg, wasn't that amazing? And he said, yes, it was, Grandma. Didn't you say that high five? You remember saying that?
I remember, Grandma.
And we stood in line after.
No amount of experience is going to be
Somewhere around here, but it's
equal
probably in the attic.
to this.
I really ought to go up there and clean it out.
You
one of
can't
these days.
just walk
I
away.
have so many little
Except for
keepsakes
this,
up there.
but
Are you paying attention, right? Say, what's my favorite flavor of ice cream?
Rough
Oh,
road.
that's your favorite flavor
No.
of ice cream.
Does that mean she's gonna start again?
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Probably.
I'm sorry. They don't remember your favorite flavor of ice cream.
I'm finished telling stories.
Oh, he saved us.
Sorry I wasted your time.
No!
What? My grandma, pretty big fan of yours.
And now we gotta do that again.
Man, it's the Vault Hunter! You are awesome! Didn't you fight Terramorphous? I fought a big creature like that once. He was a big whale squid with 100 tentacles.
Make
You
this
ever
into
fought
an
anything with
entire
tentacles?
episode.
Oh, of course you have. Terramorphous had tentacles. How silly of me. Now, where was I?
I am so sorry.
All right, the whale creature. His name was
Yeah.
Blowhole the
Oh,
Apocalypse. I
look at
call
my
him
phone.
Apocalypse for short. And he attacked my hometown of Tsunami's Edge when I was but a little girl. You ever been to Tsunami's Edge? Great town, nice beaches, great food, and the cost of living is just so low. Even being a single grandmother and working part-time in a scat meat processing factory, I was still able to provide for little Mr. Torg. We may not have been able to afford the finer things in life, like food, but we got by. After all, Mr. Torg and I didn't have anything but one another after that horrible gas leak blew up the iridium mine, killing my son and his lovely wife. From that day onward, my little Mr. Torg vowed to conquer explosions themselves in an effort to avenge his fallen parents. And oh man, I forgot what I was talking about. Where was? All right, the Blowhole the Apocalypse. So anyway, I was wrestling Blowhole to the ground, and I had my bicep curled around his blueberry throat. Blueberry? Sorry, I meant to say blubbery. I've got blueberries on the brain, I guess. I grow them in my backyard. Mr. Torg helped me plant them. Thanks again for that, grandson.
I love you, Grandma.
Anyway, I have my bicep around his blubbery throat, and Mr. Torg starts crying because he really likes whale squids, and he doesn't want to see me hurt one.
They are the princes of the ocean.
So I let the whale go after giving it a punch in the eyeball so he'll remember me, and it swam away into the ocean. And then I had Mr. Torg drive me to the ice cream parlor. He got me Rocky Road, because Rocky Road's my favorite. I'm extremely partial to the way the marshmallows act like little landmines of flavor amidst the battleground of chocolate. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Is it pistachio? I bet it's pistachio. Oh, that reminds me! You'll never guess who I saw today! Pistachio the Amazing! He's a magician who studied under Crazy Earl, so he's got that weird mustache, you know, but I saw him make a rack hive disappear. A whole rack hive! I said to Mr. Torg, Mr. Torg, wasn't that amazing? And he said, yes, it was, Grandma. Didn't you say that high five? You remember saying that?
I remember, Grandma.
And we stood in line afterward and got his autograph, and I thought I had it somewhere around here, but it's probably in the attic. I really ought to go up there and clean it out one of these days. I have so many little keepsakes up there. You're paying attention, right? Say, what's my favorite flavor of ice cream?
You want to answer this one or me?
You.
Pistachio it is.
So you are listening, how wonderful. You're an even better listener than my old pet rack, Beasto. Beasto was such a sweetie. You ever had a pet rack? If you can tame them, they are the sweetest pet you'll ever have. He used to just sit on my shoulder and bite chunks of flesh out of my neck to pass the time. I still remember the way he used to tweet. He went, tweet, tweet. It was so cute. I had a conversation with him once. I said, Mr. Beasto. He liked being called Mr. Beasto. It made him feel like an aristocrat. I said, Mr. Beasto, you're looking very cute today. And he said, oh, thank you. That's so nice. Or he tweeted in a way that made me know that's how he felt. And then he lowered his little head like he was taking a bow. It was adorable. Beasto was my third pet rack. First I had Woody. He got hit by a train. Then I had Anita. She got shot up trying to take vengeance on the train that killed Woody. And then I found Beasto making little poops on the windmill outside our house. After Mr. Torg and I wrestled her to the ground, I did a flying pile driver off a nearby tower tree, got him straight in the spine and brought him down. We brought him in and fed him some skag steaks, finally decided he loved us. I still miss Beasto sometimes. He just died of old age. Rats don't live much longer than a few years, but I treasured the time we had together. Poor Mr. Torg. When Beasto died, he cried for a week. The kids made fun of him at school, but I told him not to pay them any mind.
Being in touch with your emotions is not a character flaw.
Amen, Mr. Tog.
That's right, High Five. Is something wrong? You look confused, Vault Hunter. Oh, you probably haven't heard anyone call Mr. Torg High Five before. The world may know him as Mr. Torg, but the Flexingtons always refer to him using his middle name. It's a Flexington family tradition, after all, to use your grandfather or grandmother's name as your own middle name. And my husband, High Five Flexington, God rest his soul, was the best grandfather Mr. Torg could have asked for before he passed. He taught Mr. Torg dang near everything he knew about firearms. Without High Five's teachings, I don't think the Torg Corporation would exist at all. Gosh, I still remember the first gun Mr. Torg tried to make after his parents died. A Jacobs shotgun with a stick of dynamite attached to the barrel. Torg nearly blew his face off, but he got up, dusted his mustache off, and swore that by the time he reached the age of 11, he would make a gun that fired explosions without killing the operator. And by golly, he did! It took a couple of dozen prototypes before he got the right combination of gun parts and explosives right. But once he did, woo-wee! I'll never forget the plume of smoke that used to be my neighbor's homestead. They were jerks though, so it's okay. Gosh, I've been talking your ear off for some time, haven't I? It's so kind of you to listen for this long. I've taken up too much of your time already. Please don't feel like you have to stick around any longer. As a matter of fact, take this for giving this old woman some company. Woo! You're even more attractive than Mr. Torg said you were. I've got another story for you, but I'd like to tell it to all of your friends at once. An old lady like me has to
my
say it
God.
twice, you know. Oh, you still want to talk with me? How incredibly sweet of you. Hey, you'll never guess who I saw today. Captain Scarlet. She was robbing my retirement home with a few other brigands, and I recognized her from her wanted poster, and I said, "Oh, hey, you fought the Vault Hunter, didn't you?" And she bowed all elegantly and said something like, "Indeed I did, madam," and said that you were really good at fighting, and that you beat her fair and square. She didn't seem to harbor much of a grudge about it. Nice girl. You should think about meeting up with her again if you're not shacked up with anybody, you know? I mean, of course, you probably are. Gorgeous hunk of a Vault Hunter like you. I bet you're beating away suitors left and right. Look, you're blushing. Oh, I could just eat you up. Mr. Torg was so scared of trying to get a date for such a long time.
It's going to turn out to be our longest episode, I think.
Stand in the back without talking to anybody.
I'm gonna just have a little nap.
Yeah, you do you.
Up,
Tell him I said, don't
answer the
worry about
questions.
chasing
Yeah, I'll get him.
If you chase your dreams, then love
He's got a
will
guide up on
follow.
your computer.
See, that's the
I do.
thing people don't get. You watch the whole
I'm not listening to this.
The only way to be with someone is just to pursue them.
I stopped listening ages ago, man.
Like you. In reality, you know
Makes me
when
think
you
of every
like
time my
someone
grandma
almost
opens her
immediately.
mouth.
You can't really convince somebody to follow
This makes me think of that episode of The Simpsons where Bart Simpson does all those chores around that old lady's house, and she gives him like a nickel. Don't spend it all in one place.
Then people will see that confidence.
And he like goes off on her, and she's just like, "Bye, Bart."
There's always a fine line between that kind of confidence and narcissism, you know? There's nothing worse
I just wonder if anyone will watch
than famous.
and listen to all this crap. I mean, if I was watching, I'd just skip it, to be honest.
Directors, he was
I'd skip to like the end.
for a while, taking pictures of himself and posting them to the EchoNet all the time,
But-
trying to hobnob with
To be fair, the end is literally going to be like finish this mission and then wrap up the episode. But
Mr. Torg, what are you doing?
the episode's already 35 minutes long. Crazy.
Weeks since you actually created it.
This is a way of just like creating the game creating content
Being well known for doing something
and time, but not really.
actually doing something great.
Props to the lady that, or the person that, you know,
Thankfully, Hi-Fi
voiced
listened to
this.
me and got to work on what would eventually become the Kerblaster. You a fan of the Kerblaster? That was always my favorite. that and the flacker, which I know a lot
I'm just
of
getting
people
paid to
hate.
ramble.
But there's more to combat than just brute efficiency in this old lady's eyes. Style.
I'm sure it was a script.
And there's nothing quite like filling the air with tiny little explosions. It's like a fireworks show, except the deaths aren't as sad and unexpected. Actually, that reminds me, now that you're here, I wanted to throw some ideas at you for feedback. I'm a playwright in my spare time, and I'm trying to write a story about an up-and-coming tournament fighter who tries to find love in a gladiatorial arena. And I figure you've got a lot of experience, so your feedback could really be valuable. So the play is called Broken Hearts and Broken Necks. Scene 1. Fade in on an arena just after a battle. Body parts litter the stage. A lone warrior stands in the middle of the stage. A spotlight illuminating her blood-stained armor. She stands, holding her sword triumphantly aloft. Valkyrie. Is there no warrior who can challenge me? Must I be destined to spend my life as the strongest, the bravest, the most invincible warrior this galaxy has seen? For I am Valkyrie, scourge of the gladiatorial games! Excellent Valkyrie, as she shakes her head in despair. From stage left enter Milda, a janitor with a heavy heart and an even heavier conscience. He begins sweeping the body parts into a bin, which is colored green, and remember that because that's a symbolic color, until melancholy overtakes him. He drops his bush broom to the floor and falls to his knees before delivering a heart-wrenching soliloquy. The blood cannot be washed away. Not before and not now. Even as I attempt to escape the past, which haunts me still. Must I live forever as a fraud, sweeping up the trash of others to hide my shame and avoid my pursuers? Must I forever remain on the periphery of joyful combat, ever watchful but never participating? Then, with a clatter of armor, Valkyrie re-enters the stage right. Good morrow, lowly janitor. I heard a noise and thought it worth investigating. Oh, great Valkyrie, 'twas nothing but the wails of those souls you released from their bodies tonight. Souls that
Oh my
wail in
God, Grandma's
agony as they
talking.
fly upward. Fools, what have they to wail about? Their agonies are over, ended at the point of my sword. Mine, however, have only yet begun. For it is lonely at the top, and an unchallenged life is a boring one. No doubt, aside. If only I were able to tell her my true identity, I would give her a fight she would not soon forget. Back to Valkyrie. Yes, ma'am, boredom is the true tragedy. May you
Every
one
time I
day
think
find
like it's gonna
challenge
end or like something will cut her off, it just keeps going.
picks up a giant two-armed bastard sword with almost no effort. Valkyrie answered. What is this? Excellent. Stage left. Valkyrie. What strength this janitor possessed? Who is he to pick up a bastard sword with two fingers? What hidden power does he hold? What secrets does he keep? I will endeavor to uncover his past in the hopes that our swords may cross in battle. Excellent. End of scene. Scene 2. The interior of the governor's house. The table is set with myriad teas and biscuits. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even ask you for the feedback on the.
Bro, I just read online that this version of the story takes 12 minutes. Shh, crap, what did she ask? Do I want to listen to the next story? We might as well say yes.
Oh, wonderful. I'll continue then. Scene 2. The governess enters.
It
from-
takes 12 minutes!
I refuse to respond to these absurd accusations.
There's no way.
Looks at her quizzically. Governor, and what accusations may those be? Governess. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm ready to get feedback on the play yet. But what about you? What are you up to? Tell Grandma Flexington all about it. I bet you've had some amazing adventures. Mr. Torg told me about the time you all played bunkers and badasses together. He said it was one of the most fun and welcoming experiences of his life.
Grandpa, you're embarrassing me!
Sorry, sweetie. story, but really, you and the Vault Hunters are his first real pals. It wasn't easy for Mr. Torg to make friends at school.
So, hang on. Starting from now is 12 minutes?
And dead parents by age 9. People found him
I think the beginning
but I told
of
him that he should be thankful for
the
fact that he
second
knows
story
you.
is 12 minutes in
Anyone
total.
who wouldn't be friends with you based on appearance wouldn't be a very
Mhm.
good friend anyway. But he really does like hanging out with all of you. Most people these days want Torg to pose for pictures or blow something up by flexing at it. It's not often he gets to sit down and play games with people. Oh, speaking of games, did you play Going Back to the House yet? It's a new echo simulation about exploring a log cabin you lived in when you were a kid. There's no violence or anything. You just walk around looking at cereal boxes and remembering people you made out with. I really like where Echo Sims have gone in the past few years, don't you? There seem to be a lot more of them with interesting things to do beyond shooting people.
I'm gonna be right.
And the
Yeah,
writing's
you
gotten
go
so
for it.
tight besides. For instance, did you ever play The Samurai's Marker? The whole game's story was delivered through haiku. Did Zero write it or something? No, I'm just joshing. I know you're too busy for that. But oh yeah, I was playing at the end of the pointed gun last night on my Echo Sim player, and wow, is that funny. It's about a guy who punches people and smacks himself in the face with doors. Easily one of the best punch-related comedy sims ever. But oh, I'm really looking forward to this game called Robot Hunter Assault Squadron, which is this big randomized survival game about throwing bottles at trees and accidentally scaring birds. In the demo version, I scared a bird so hard it died. 10 out of 10 in my book. But what kind of things do you do for fun? You play any sports? You look like you might be into some of the more extreme stuff, like spine hurdling or psycho head volleyball. I knew an athlete a lot like you when I was younger. Her name was Nijo, and she was especially gifted at the giblet toss. That's an old pastime we had back when I was younger. Idea was you punch a convict, and then see how far you could make their viscera fly across a big field. You got points based on distance and the size of the viscera. She won the final round of the giblet toss championship by getting a left eyeball to cross the 300-meter mark. They said she was juicing with iridium, but I think they were just angry that she dethroned the reigning champ, misogynistic Jeff. People really liked him for some reason. Hey, what's your favorite food? Mine's burgers, personally. People look at you like you're a pleb or something when you say you like burgers, but just think of all the things you can do with them. You can change out the patty, play around with the toppings, change what sides you have. You ever have a burger with veggie chips? Gosh, I all but forgot about fries for about a year after I discovered the veggie chip combo. And I'm not a vegetarian or anything, but those veggie patties they make on the more upper class worlds are crazy good. Better than real meat if you cook it right. Mr. Torg tried to be vegetarian once after he saw a fluff bear get run over by a truck. How long do you last again?
12 seconds!
I'm all for
Barely even
meditation.
finished the word
This is
vegetarian before he
ridiculous.
lunged at a skag chew I was holding in my left hand. Nearly lost a finger. Granted, he's always been partial to skag chews or skag bacon. Don't know why, since I always felt like skags tasted like old tires and vomit. But to each his own. Taste is a funny thing. People say your taste buds get more refined as time goes on, but they actually get worse and worse. So when Mr. Torg used to refuse vegetables as a kid, it's because he was actually tasting how awful they were. When we old folks eat vegetables, we're only okay with it because we can't taste all the gross vitamins and stuff. Granted, vitamins are what have kept me going for as long as I've been going. You get enough B12 in your system and you can headbutt a freight train without so much as a bruise. That reminds me, I need to get my pills ready for the rest of the week. I have one of those little metal containers split into different sections for each day. It's really helpful. And the sides are sharp enough that I can use it to ward off burglars if I need to. What else do I have to do this week? Probably head to the bazaar, pick up some frozen spider and flanks. Gotta bring my coat though, because it gets kind of chilly in the freezer section. What else do I need? Oh, I need Schwartzman's candy drops. Gosh, those are delicious. They're so smooth and sweet. Just thinking about them, I could go for one right now, couldn't you? Do you think you could go find me one?
The heck? It's more than just talking? It's gonna be like an hour-long episode. freaking Schwartzman's candy drop? She out of her damn mind? Of course it's gotta be as far away as possible. Damn grandma. Whatever.
That's a Schwartzman candy drop. Grab it for me, will ya? Oh, I can taste it already.
Ooh. Doing something else.
You're not missing much.
Yeah.
Turn this into a...
Oh, wonderful. Bring it back here and I'll finish my story. Thank you so much. I'll eat this later while sitting by the fireplace telling Mr. Torg stories of days gone by. There's just nothing like boring fireplaces. They're something healing and safe. Maybe that's why our family likes explosions so much. They're basically just big fireplaces. Every explosion feels just like coming home. Oh, maybe that'd be a good slogan for the Tor Corporation. Don't you think? High five? Oh, don't be silly. It's a wonderful slogan and you know it. I used to come up with slogans for a living when I was in my teens. I came up with the jingle for Professor Gunsight's Can't Miss Scopes. How'd it go again? Oh yeah. If you're trying to shoot but you missed a lot, then give Professor Gunsight Scopes a shot. And then they played a gunshot sound effect and someone going, ah. It was cute. But gosh, I've been talking for a while now, haven't I? Thanks for bringing your friends to listen to an old woman ramble for a while. I can't tell you how great it is to have somebody new to talk to, especially a vault hunter. Oh, and one more thing. No, actually, that could probably make just something about vaults and the end of the universe. Anyway, here. I always spoil my friends, just like I spoiled my grandson. Enjoy! Conversation!
Oh, thank goodness. Alright, bear with me a tick. Alright guys, we are finally done rearing up the 50 minute mark. Holy moly, that took so long. I didn't expect it to take so long. Otherwise, as Morgan the Legend suggested, I would have just dedicated a whole episode to listening to Grandma Flexington talk, and we could have all just skipped it. But hopefully, if realistically, if anyone's still tuned in here, you're crazy to be tuning into like that whole story when you could have just skipped it. I hope you at least put it on ×2 speed. But nonetheless, thank you for tuning in. Drop a like, subscribe. There's a bit more Borderlands 2 content to come. And then who knows what we'll be playing after that. Nonetheless, I'll see everybody on the next one. Bye!
Regular gaming.